Welcome back everyone. So today I'm going to be doing just a quick little makeup tutorial using pretty much all the products I have received from Kosas Cosmetics. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Kosas Cosmetics. I basically have all the main and key items to do an entire look, and I'm so thankful and grateful to Kosas for accepting me as one of their ambassadors for the company. I love what the company stands for. They are very inclusive, and Kosas Cosmetics is a clean, vegan, cruelty-free brand, which their makeup has skincare qualities in it. So anything you get is also going to help your complexion and your skin, which is wonderful. And right now, all of us are in self-quarantine or self-isolation, and sometimes we just want to get a little bit of something done so we feel like we're refreshed and we're looking nice, basically. So that's why today I'm going to be doing a very nice simple makeup look, which can be done in just a few short minutes so you feel awake and refreshed. Now, first things first is primer. I'm going to be using my Good Molecules silicone-free hydrating primer. I just took 2 pumps. For my T-zone, I'm going to take some of the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm doing definitely some damage in it. I believe I had it in my project pan. This time I'm making sure just to take a little bit. I'm going to be using the Kosas Tinted Face Oil Foundation in shade 4. You want to shake it for a few seconds. And I'm going to apply just a few little drops on my cheek. And just use your fingers to massage it in. And look at how quick it just like refreshes your skin, and it makes it look so much more even. And this gives you a velvet-like finish. So it's very soft, kind of dewy, but it's meant for all skin types. And look at that. Now I'm gonna put a drop on my forehead, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more on my chin area since I do have some acne right now. And what's nice about the Kosas Tinted Foundation is that it actually, one bottle can actually expand to 8 different shade variations. So what I typically recommend is to make sure you pick the undertones and of course the shade range that would best fit you. So if, like me, I'm a light neutral, I chose shade 4 because that was within my shade range, and it had the correct undertone. And once it starts drying down, it just kind of melts and blends into your skin tone, which is awesome. Like it's pretty amazing in my opinion. And just with blending with your fingers, it gives you like a beautiful flawless finish. Now when I first did it, I was applying it with the Tati Beauty Blendiful, which it still gave me a nice coverage, but I noticed I had some patchy spots that I still went in with my fingers, so might as well use my fingers if I'm gonna have to touch it up anyways. And also you waste a lot less product. And look at that. My skin looks even, it looks refreshed, it blends in. Now, for one of their newest items, it's the Kosas Revealer Concealer. This has caffeine and it helps brighten your under eyes. Now, typically, it does look a little bit on the yellow tone, but just like the foundation, it blends and kind of meshes with your skin where it becomes more of a complementary shade. Like the first time I used it, I was a little scared, but as it dried down, I was like, it's like witchcraft. It's so awesome. And it's a medium to full coverage concealer, so it can be built up. I'm gonna be using shade 4 as it's the complementary shade for my foundation. And you know, I'm not going out or doing nothing like that, so I just want to keep it nice and neutral today. And this is the applicator. It's very thin, so you could get into the crevices. Now this one also, you don't need very much. And since it is a complementary shade, I can actually use it to touch up the areas where I have my little acne spots, which is a lot on my chin right now. And just by lightly tapping it in, it just smooths and blends in so beautifully. And again, it's very creamy, it's very hydrating. And you can see that. Now let's do my other eye. And if you look at that, look at my eyes look so nice and refreshed. They look awake. Now let's finish my chin and we'll move on to the next step. Now overall, look at that. Look at the coverage. It did a pretty darn good job here. And that's that my acne spots and scars are pretty bad right now. A little lip hydration right now while I do the rest of my application. This is their Kosas Sport Lip Balm, which has hyaluronic acid, you guys. So this is gonna help refresh, hydrate, and repair your lips. It has a minty scent to it and feel. It's very refreshing, kind of like the spearmint gum. I use today the shade Rush because it's actually complementary to my lip color, so it just kind of gives my lips a little bit of color and again hydration, and it will repair any kind of damage or lack of hydration that I might have. Now for the fun part. You could take one of your Kosas compacts, like this guy right here, Tropic Equinox in color and light, and actually use it as bronzer. So I was pretty amazed the first time I did this actually, because I couldn't believe it myself. Look at that. It's kind of like a mauve-y kind of, you know, creamy brown tone, so you could use it as blush, or you know, if you're lighter skin, you could use it as bronzer. They also have a darker one for more darker complexions. So that's again another nice thing about Kosas. Their products are pretty multi-use. You can use it for more than one thing. Now for this, I am going to use a sponge. This is my blend my face sponge, and I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back. This sponge is a little damp still because I actually washed it last night. And I tapped off any excess because these don't absorb the product. Start from the outside and work in. And again, I'm just doing it to make it look like I'm refreshed. And I'm only gonna put it in certain spots. So I'm not doing like a full contour, bronzing, nothing like that. It's just like a nice light contouring so that I look more refined, more detailed. And look at that. That right there, to me, you look refreshed, you look awake. But I want a little bit more blush. So I'm gonna take this guy right here, Longitude 0 compact and highlighter, and I'm gonna use the sponge again and just take a little bit. I took too much. These are very potent, so if you're doing it, make sure you go light-handed, unless you want it very vibrant, by all means. See, very potent. Take the sponge, no product, and just press it in. This had like maybe some residue from a few days ago, so no big deal. And now I look refreshed with rosy cheeks. I love it. Next is my lips again. So I have two Kosas lip oils. Oh my gosh, these are so good. They give you kind of like a gloss look, but it's a lip tint as well. And they have, again, a lot of great skincare qualities. This is fruit juice and this is dip. I want a little bit of a contrast, so I'm gonna go in with fruit juice because dip would actually just kind of blend in with my lip balm. And this is the doe foot, if you can see. It has like a very small little foot. Again, this is a lip oil, so, and it's not tacky or gummy or nothing like that. It just gives you a lot of great hydration. Now, I need to put a little something on my eyes so I don't look washed out with all this beautiful, vibrant colors. Now, I saw someone do this on Instagram and I really want to try it. So I have two of their weightless lipsticks. I have Stardust, which is a mauve tone, and I have a Violet Fury. I'm going to take the mauve tone. I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. And what I saw the person do is grab with their finger, so applied it on their lid. So you take this and apply. Now that just gives a little bit of color to your eyes. And then the next thing I saw them do, which I thought was super cool, one of their 10-second eyeshadows, they just added a little bit in the center for like a pop of contrast. This one is Copper Halo. It's very, very liquidy, so be careful you don't drop it because you'll throw everything out. And just dab it. Ooh, this is giving it more of a more depth. Now with these, you do have to blend them out, so you gotta be fast, just to make sure there's no streaking. And I'm done. So actually adding the lipstick base, because it's a hydrating formula, was able to deepen up the color a little bit, as this is usually more on the shimmering side when you blend it out. Let me show you here. It looks intense here, but it's not. Once you tap it out, it usually lightens up. Unless of course you leave it that deep, but then it'll be creasing on you. Well, maybe I just added too much here, but see how kind of shimmering it is? But I gotta do one more thing before I forget. Highlight. We're gonna go back to our Longitude palette and take this kind of rose goldy shade. So far, my look is almost complete. So I need to add some brows, and I'm gonna do a light liner of some sort. So I'm gonna get off camera, finish these up, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So now you see the full look I did using my Kosas Cosmetics products. Now again, I did go in and lightly fill in my brows. Actually, I did more just the bottom area. And I did clean them up with a little bit of the Revealer Concealer. And I just applied just a smidge of eyeliner and a little bit of mascara, just so my lashes stood out a little bit, just a little bit. But anyways, but you guys can easily see how nice and dewy my skin looks and how refreshed I'll be basically all day. The one great thing, and I haven't even mentioned, I haven't set this at all. Look at that. No creasing, you guys. Look at, I've been smiling and everything, no creasing whatsoever. This, like I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like witchcraft. Like, it kind of moves with your skin. It fills your pores, any imperfections. So you have a beautiful, refreshed, flawless look with very little effort, basically. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed my little video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you guys could check and select all in your notifications. I have been told quite a bit lately that many people are not getting my notifications, and it turns out YouTube is messing with those settings as of late. So if you guys could please double check your notifications, and if even though it says all, just redo it because something happened when there's a disconnect. And many YouTubers, along with bigger YouTubers, are actually complaining about this. So I'm guessing this is something going on platform wide. But anyways, thank you all so very much. Please stay safe, and remember, take care, and just do a little soft glam for your house so you can feel nice, refreshed, and awake.